It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Ravens and the Buccaneers on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And how about that defense last week? They pitched a shutout, and it's really more like a no-hitter because they absolutely dominated that game from the opening whistle.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Bringing this crew out, it's someone known for his big arm since he entered the league back in 2016, Jacoby Brissett.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
They run with Henry on first down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Quick slant there gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. Brissett sets to throw it. Complete right side to Otten. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They go play action with Brissett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, But that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game. But sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Ravens now at 2 and 5 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. We're scoreless after 1.
Bruh.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
50 catches for him now on the year.
All right,
He's
I'm playing
got a
football
first
right
down.
now. Just hit me up. Send me a picture of your what's the name so I can set mine up. Yeah. Okay.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Odafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Playing this football league. I saw you chilling in the compound. I came in for about an hour. I went over there and planted my stuff over there at our other crib. I planted me about 7 plants.
Is out there. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They're riding a 2-game winning streak.
What car you in? You stole your car, dude.
How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, and that makes him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Jackson.
Ravens.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
0-0 right now.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Got the neon
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Going around killing people. Every time he was killing people, he was giving them all head. He was killing people straight headshots.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
I pulled in the compound. I saw you sitting up.
And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown.
Over his stealing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, Brissett. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Brissett now. Out route, and this is Henry with the catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brissett toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 11 yards for number 11. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing again on second down. Brissett, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson trying to lay one up deep. He's got it at the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, Let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's the option, running right, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do. See their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter.
Man, are you serious?
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Brissett. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On 3rd down, Brissett. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Brissett. There's Evans again, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 24, Brissett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And boy, Mike Evans, he's in some discomfort. So we're going to stop play here as they pay attention to him. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now Jackson on 1st down. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. And Jackson throwing once more. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay from 8 yards out. And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
It is.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That time, a 9-play drive, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hey, man, took over this team, man. They were 0-5, bro. The Ravens was 0-5.
Be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing, Brissett. He finds his man complete. It's Palmer. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 71 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final number, pretty impressive, courtesy of Next Gen Stats, 21.4 miles per hour. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. Finding room in midfield. And out across midfield down to the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You're going to miss
You know
that.
it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Here's Brissett. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Henry up the middle. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Henry. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Blankenship's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
Oh, shit.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position.
Yeah, I know
so
it's
this
on
defense is
zero,
going to need to
but
come up with one final stop.
If you can't intercept the ball,
with a victory.
what's that you playing D?
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 17-14, a little over 40 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
I'm just getting this league game out the way.
Now Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. From the 21, it's second and 10.
Good.
Throwing, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Pass interference.
Bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
It's
knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they had to take the shot there. Obviously, that was pretty much it, their last chance.
Yeah,
No other play for them, right? I mean, there's no other choice. It's not like you can have some strategy move, right? Punt it away and hope to... No, that's what they had to do. Right now, that offensive unit, they're pretty discouraged on the sidelines. They're going to feel like they let the team down in that situation, but they were in a tough spot to begin with.
And with no timeouts now, they just need a miracle.
Yeah, an absolute miracle. If the team that has the ball, just find a way to run out the clock, take care of the ball, and go home a winner.
We all